Habari gani? What's the news? The news is Kujichagulia. Welcome to day 2 of the 7 days of Kwanzaa, inspirational teachings for the world, produced by the Black Brothers Esteem project. Y'all ready? Come on, let's go. I am Iyanifa Ifalade TaShia Asanti, Yoruba Ifa priestess, spiritual teacher, author of 7 books and success planner. I'm also co-founder of the Healing Racism Academy and the I Teach Love Institute. You can learn more about the work I do at my website at www.officialtashiaasanti.com. Today we observe the Kwanzaa Principle, Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. In observing the second principle of Kwanzaa, we are called to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. So, what does it mean to define ourselves? Defining ourselves means that we decide who we are and who we aren't. We honor and celebrate our identity and are respected as we express our authentic self. And let's just talk a little bit about what it means to be our authentic self. Because to imply that there is an authentic self would mean that there's also an unauthentic self. So I want to say sometimes, we do our best to fit into a model that is established and created by someone outside of ourselves. And we become something that another person would be happy with because it's really who they are. But when we are our authentic self, we just shine with a light that is bright, that is pure, that is us. And that is what we seek and we search for when we talk about the principle called Kujichagulia. You see, let me just give you a little bit of history. During the institution of slavery, indigenous people were stripped of their ancestral names and forced to accept names from the people who had enslaved them. Thus, some of us, in finding our authentic self, in exercising self-determination, decide to give ourselves a special name that represents the essence of our being. So we know that there is significance given in a name, and in the name we call ourselves and the names we answer to. So in choosing a name or in responding to a name that people call us, we can either find freedom or oppression. We choose. Defining ourselves also means not caving in to societal pressures to adhere to ideals or definitions that others set on who we should be or how we should live our lives. While we recognize wise counsel and we recognize the input of people who love and support us, we also honor our own intuition. In observing the Kwanzaa principle of self-determination, we honor the expression of self that resonates within our heart and spirit. Kujichagulia also teaches us that we have the power to create the life we desire. Self-determination calls us to create a life for ourselves that works for us. A life that makes us happy and peace-filled and gives us a sense of freedom and wellness. Self-determination guides us to stand strong in who we are and what we believe in, but to do so with respect for others and who they are and how they believe. We can do this even when we disagree or when people's views or opinions are different from ours. We can still move in our authentic self. So throughout history, people have fought for the freedom to be who they are. Self-determination was the foundation of this work. Activists like Harvey Milk, Sylvia Rivera, Audre Lorde, and James Baldwin understood the importance of self-determination, as did leaders like Martin Luther King, Cesar Chavez, Malcolm X, and so many others. I could just go on and on and on. Amazing teachers like Russell Means, like the Dalai Lama. Again, the names and the lists are endless. If you search out and seek out people whose self-determination inspires you, you can create your own list and add to those names again and again and again. So as you and your family observe the Kwanzaa Principle, Kujichagulia, you may want to explore individual and family expressions of self-determination, because I bet you have some names in your own family of people who exhibited amazing self-determination and courage. So what areas has your family exhibited strength and resilience? You may say, well, my grandmother was an incredibly strong woman. She started her own business from scratch, and she took that business all the way to the top of the charts. I mean, look at the examples of people like Madam C.J. Walker, who against all odds succeeded, who faced even tactics to sabotage her from within her own community. But she still soared. She still shined. She became what is known today as the first African-American woman millionaire. So again, look within your own family for examples of that strength and resilience. Make a list of the accomplishments that they had, even if it was just getting from one day to the next. Because sometimes that is a great accomplishment. Are there stories among your loved ones or even in your chosen family that exemplify determination and courage? During the day of Kujichagulia, when we observe that principle, share those stories with each other. Share them with your children, your family, your loved ones as points of inspiration and healing. So on the second day of Kwanzaa, the observance may include reflecting on the rich stories also of our elders. You may also explore how younger members of the family or community have used the courage of the elders to be strong in their self-expression and being. So again, we inspire each other through our own stories, through our own examples, the things that we've done that we didn't think we could do, the victories that we've had that we had to fight hard for, that we had to work hard to achieve. And when we express that, when we share those stories, we inspire others to do the same, to tap into their courage, to activate and be that person that they came here to be. Because sometimes fear can be a very real emotion. And I always call fear, I like to name it with an acronym. And that acronym is false evidence appearing real, right? Because that fear can feel real. And we can feel like even with the greatest amount of determination, we can't achieve our goals. But again, through finding inspiration in the stories of the people that we love or the people that inspire us, we can gain the courage and the confidence to step forward and do the things that are on our heart and in our spirit. And so, as we define ourselves, as we name ourselves, as we create for ourselves and speak for ourselves, we become empowered, lit up, courageous, and happy. And this was the dream and the vision of the creator of Kwanzaa. So enjoy your observation of Kujichagulia. And I am Iyanifa Ifalade TaShia Asanti. And on behalf of the Black Brothers Esteem Project, I want to wish you a happy Kwanzaa and a wonderful 2021. May you, your family, and community be blessed by these inspirational teachings. May they inspire you to have greater peace, success, good health, and joy throughout the year. And you know what? Please share the video. Be well. Much love.